Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to another episode of Failed Hero Points, an actual play of the Outlaws of Alkenstar Adventure Path. Woo! I don't know why I just did my best Ric Flair as my woo, but here we are.
That's your best Ric Flair? Oh, man.
Well, no, it wasn't. I could probably do a much more exuberant
Take
one.
two.
That was Ric Flair after a drunken night on an airplane.
Whoa.
Yeah. I am as usual, your GM Fogelhut. Oh boy, this is off to a roaring start.
This
Uh,
is good.
Some great energy.
With us today, we have Effigy Drums playing Adriel Swordsborn the Bard. We have Moorbird
That's
playing Inari the Psychic. We have Shave Maddox playing Jacksonius the Gunslinger. We have Scale as Ruxel the Rogue. We have Patrick as Kelvin the Inventor. That's a much better woo. And then finally, we have with us tonight UV as Astronola, our sorcerer. Our swashbuckler is on the road. Likely won't make it tonight. He said he very possibly might, but would be at the very last second. I told him not to come. It's because it's fine. Oh gosh. Drum. Oh, why is everyone zooming? Oh, what is oh, Lord. It's happening. I can't deal with this.
I legitimately don't know why my camera did that. I'm trying to undo it now.
As soon as he might be here, it was like dramatic.
Yeah, yours was like a dramatic like surprise, and then Shave did a great like just slow zoom in, further, closer. Hey everybody, how's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Fantastic.
Good.
I plead the fifth.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm likely going to get us flagged with our my giant spider mug. So
Yeah.
I used to have that same cup.
If that's the case, I got a lot of copywritten stuff behind me.
that's true. This is like the least. This, dude, I thought this was like not that big. I have some big mugs, and then I poured a 24-ounce amount of coffee into it that I knew was 24 ounces, and I think it was a legit 20 ounces that went into this mug. So,
Yeah, that one's a big
Where'd the other 4 ounces go?
in my gullet first.
Floor, pants.
I just
child.
watched as it poured out. Yeah, directly onto my kid. He was like, "No, Daddy, why?"
Hold Papa's mug for science.
This is why you were birthed.
So, last session, we wrapped up a large chunk of investigation. Who would like to give us the deets?
We we ditched a rat-eating kid and brought a robot with us, and then fought some dudes on a bridge. That's what I remember.
That
Wow.
is essentially the long and short of it. Yes.
That's what I remember. Somebody else can fill in more, I'm sure.
But what did we discover?
Yeah. What was the actual plot stuff that pushed forward? Go ahead and take a hero point though for that Shave.
Thanks.
I believe someone intimidated the child into giving us the
book.
Yes, the unedited, less edited copy of the Book of Bry that revealed the specific passage we were looking for that we believe will lead us to our wayward priest.
Yes.
Included a missing page from
Mhm.
the other copy we looked at,
Yep.
which directed us to a location in the Mana Wastes.
Yes.
In the
Right?
Spellscar Desert.
Right. The Mana Wastes are in the Spellscar Desert. I like how everyone's like, "No, I've got lore. I remember the lore. Let's do this lore." Do any of you remember the place in the Spellscar Desert? What it was called?
It's like 180 miles away.
It is
That
pretty
sounds like
far
a
away,
place name.
but that is not the name of the place.
Oh, sorry.
Right ahead
sorry
at
the,
180 miles away. Yeah.
the full name was shit. It's 180 miles away.
We've
That
got
was
to
his
get to the,
Christian-born name.
We've got to get to the eastern end of Tentacle Canyon. At
Okay,
north 95
Why is it
degrees
named that?
east.
notes taker over here.
We'll find out. But it's far away, so we're not going to walk.
Nope.
Unless
We were.
you guys want to spend the next 10 sessions walking. Do
We
you want
were-
to turn this into a hex crawl, Fogel?
I could set that up. That sounds like tedious.
I'm gonna go buy some rations.
We were going to try to arrange for transport today. I remember that was one of the things we were going to do.
And
Some
I
kind of
can't.
blimp.
I was gonna say I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy, but I was just gonna throw Airship out there anyway.
I mean,
I will reread the proper piece of scripture here. At the eastern end of Tentacle Canyon, nailed it. Give yourself a hero point. In the Spellscar Desert, 180 miles from Cloud Reaver Keep on a bearing of north 95 degrees east. Yes, this is not something that you actually need to know, but you might
Right.
need to relay to a pilot. Is a spherical geode of amethyst, exactly 40 feet in diameter. Its shape is so perfect that it is doubtless deific in nature. Even time itself seems to bend around this flawless gem, this cradle of quartz. Like light reflecting off just a single facet of a cut gem in a box of blackest silk, Bry reveals an aspect of her perfect design in the depths of even the most tortuous wastelands.
Sweet.
Gotcha.
So- There you go.
To the amethyst.
huzzah!
The amethyst.
How big did you say it was?
Man, I just closed it.
Sorry.
I think it was 40
40
feet.
feet
40
in diameter.
Holy cannoli.
I'm just picturing all of us like taking a side and like shuffling it back.
Holding hands and wrapping our arms around it.
Yes.
Yes. It is a
Power of
spherical
friendship.
the spherical geode of amethyst exactly 40 feet in diameter. Yep, that is very large.
How dare you
Okay.
say that about my cat?
We got a kitty. We got a kitty.
Kitty.
You guys did talk with Phoebe Dunsmith, the proprietor of the Bullet and Barrel Saloon. Barrel and Bullet, Bullet and Barrel. I 100% get that
Barrel
wrong
and Bullet
every
Saloon.
single- yeah, it's right there. I should just look at the top of the screen. And she suggested you go to Pilot's Square to find yourselves an airship pilot, as it is a fucking far trek through a mana storm blasted desert.
Far Trek is my favorite fantasy sci-fi show.
My wife loves Farscape, and I feel like I should try watching it sometime
You should.
because it's got puppets and the 90s, so I
It's
should
so
try it.
It is so good. I love
Is
that
it
show.
so good, or is it like so good?
It had
No,
that
no,
little
honest-
girl in it, right?
Some of the
Yes, it did.
animatronics
Yes.
are really impressive
Yeah,
for
and-
its age.
Oh,
For its
and
age, I will
and
admit.
since it's almost entirely physical work,
Right.
it really holds up so much better than. And don't get me wrong, I love BS5, right? Babylon 5, but it's a show that came out same-ish time, but
Yeah.
because it's all CGI, you have to watch it for the story at that point.
Right. And
But-
they're different from the Stargate problem of always going to a forest planet because you're filming in Vancouver.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because Canada's cheap, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Anyways,
that's kind of where she left it at.
and then what we said we had 2 days of time before we're headed out was the rough idea.
What I'm going to in rereading the chapter ahead of time.
Sure, yeah.
We were talking about doing things like making purchases and whatnot. We are cool to hold off on that for now. Okay, I'm going to be just vague on that. But also, if you feel like you really need to purchase something, then purchase that. If you feel like you don't really need to purchase it, then you can maybe wait off, okay? But we can still do that. There's one little extra bit of housekeeping. Last time around, there was a whole thing where I was in disbelief about a staff being held out all the time. Thinking on it, it makes sense that a spellcaster would just kind of always have it about. Having a spellcaster have their staff out totally makes sense, and what's it going to really do? So, apologies to Morbird for last time where I was a big old dick about it. So, that we'll just assume that Inari has that staff out pretty much all the time, no problem. Cool?
Yay!
All right.
Yes.
Just wanted to get that out there, make sure that everyone knows that I'm not that much of a douchebag. Just a slight amount of douchebag. All right. That's what
Any
GMs
good
are here
GM,
for,
yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly. But GMs also have the right to change their minds as they think about it, and the guilt just weighs on their consciousness. So,
Heavier and heavier.
marshals, it makes a lot more sense that you wouldn't have your sword kind of hanging out and about as you're going through town, and this staff even particularly just kind of looks quite innocuous and not like a specific magical staff. So, all that being said, everyone should be, hopefully, at level 5 with all of their level 5 stuff fixed up, because that's what happened at the very end of the session, because the fight went way longer than I expected. So I'm going to give everyone their max hit points, make sure that everyone's there, and let's double check. Everyone go ahead and hit your rest for the night button so that spellcasters, you get all of your spells back. And everyone make sure that you have the proper amount of spells and that like things didn't go wonky, and then we're off to the races. Everyone good?
Yes.
All right. I'm seeing mostly nods. Okay.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Do you want me to roll? I should roll for a lucky number in case we're interacting today. Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
If you're casting lucky number.
Yep.
That is a very fun feat.
Yes.
And a good time to do it now when you have a hero point that's fresh. Because you probably don't want to
Yay.
re-roll a natty 20.
That's my number.
I would
This
like
is-
to use my hero point, please.
Gosh, I hope you roll another natty 20
Or
so
ni-
that this is
or
like
19,
yeah,
that'd
or
be
some,
great.
something super high. So this
Yeah.
is the weirdest version of the failed hero point.
I can't believe that actually happened.
This is what, the second time you've used lucky number, and of course
Yep. Last time I had to use it as well because I believe I
Oh,
rolled an 18
it was the
or
18.
something.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. I remember that.
Hold on. Dang it! I have to reload the page. Keep everyone else keep doing stuff.
That's fine. You can do that in the meantime.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So, you guys all wake up refreshed, feeling extra bouncy as you are now that happy level 5. You have extra hit points. Like something feels just more vigorous inside you. You feel like you've unlocked more power. You know that you are probably going to go to Pilot Square at some point to try and find yourself a pilot for the Spellscar Desert. That's much better lucky number.
It's much better lucky number, yeah.
Especially because 5 is that shit number that you're like, well, that might do it. Who knows? So,
Excellent.
people can't see the chat log, can they, Shave?
They cannot.
Yeah, so the lucky number is 5.
Yes.
I feel like the did anyone watch Password or ever like see the old Password show where like someone would whisper it to the audience even though it's like obviously no one could ever hear it because it's only going out to the live audience on the TV, but it's
Yep.
like
So
the lucky number is 5.
for anyone who doesn't know, lucky number means that once until my next spell preparation, if I roll that number, I can choose to re-roll that number.
A great spell to cast at the beginning of the day, much like Mage Armor.
Yes, which I am also casting.
Do you have a wand of that now? I can't remember.
I was going to get one. I don't think I have.
Okay. All right. So, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna go to Pilot Square.
Yeah,
Just
me
by
too.
yourself? Okay. Good. We have someone with charisma going. All right.
I'll
So,
go along with.
all right.
Is
Good,
anybody
that'll
not
offset my
going?
charisma.
Now that I'm not purchasing anything, I am free.
Yeah, I think we're all going. I mean, I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adriel's going.
Does anyone have a reason not to go?
Maybe supplies. That's about it. But I think we could do that after initiating, like getting a pilot and stuff.
I'm afraid of heights.
We'll buy you a
So-
blindfold.
In the meantime, I'm going to pop us into the map. The big old giant map. Now, I am unaware of where it could be, so let's make up something. Let's say, oh, it is right there. Thank you, Moorbird. It is over in Skyside, so you guys are going to have to go over to the rich side of town.
I don't know
Look
if
at
I
all
feel
them-
comfortable renting an airship from Pilot Square because that's not even square.
Oh,
Okay.
It means the pilots are uncool.
Oh yeah. Bunch of nerds.
I'd rather have a nerd pilot than a hippie pilot, to be fair.
So
Yeah.
you guys head out. The Barrel and Bullet is right here, so I assume you go across the bridges to the south and head on over. It's probably a good hour-long walk, I'd say. Maybe even longer if you're just kind of moseying about. It's pretty early in the morning. You know, you want to make sure that you are able to find a pilot before they all get booked, probably.
Yeah.
There's a lot of airships, but you never know how willing someone's going to be to head out to the middle of nowhere in the Spellscar Desert.
It's true.
So you start to walk over, get over, and as you're going through, you see like this just on the skyline, more and more airships in the sky as they just kind of are. They look like they're parked, and they're at the top of tall buildings with, like, they are tethered to the top of the buildings. They are not docked, but they're not docked as in like with stairs going up to it. You see at the top of the buildings there are staircases, but they are like not attached right now. Like nothing seems to be boarding or anything. They're just kind of floating out there in the distance. It's like when you go and anchor, you don't and you're not anchoring at the dock, you know, you're in the middle of the ocean or you're kind of offshore just a little bit to make sure you don't run into the docks.
Right.
And you get in there, it's, let's say, about 10:30 in the morning. And the Pilot Square is starting to look a little busy. Like, there's more and more people coming in, people looking like they're booking some passage, travelers, lots of people with bags, people hawking wares, people trying to sell luggage to other people. It's kind of starting to be a little hotbed of activity over there, and it looks like it's kind of one of those areas where the poorer people of Smokeside will go to sell their wares to the people of Skyside directly, as they can probably corner some of the tourism that is likely the rich people trying to get out. and go on a little tour or head out to somewhere else.
Now, can you explain that to us since this is in Pilot Square and Pilot speak? So, there's a lot of people on the horizon, and
Giggity.
If you look to the right,
Uh-huh. that was good. I like that. Uh
Is
Yeah.
there like a harbor master situation where there's like somebody who knows all of the ships who are there and like what they're carrying and that kind of idea?
It feels like there probably would be. So let's go with that. You know what? Actually, it's actually not that well set up. I'm reading a little further. It is really just kind of seat of the pants, kind of like there's not a real in and out scheduled kind of maintenance airport kind of thing. It is literally, yeah, these things are tied to bars and hotels and things like that. So it looks like they're just
No
coming
one's in
and going
charge.
out. Not really, actually. Yes.
this is LaGuardia, basically. It's just you're on
May
your
I-
own.
may I make an Alkenstar lore check to see if I know anything about like good ways of grabbing a flight or maybe boats
Yeah.
to avoid or anything?
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Toggle this. Hello, game.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello?
I say that a lot.
Hello.
on
Testing.
stream. Hello, game.
Hello?
Wow.
Hello?
Nope. That was supposed
Nope.
to be blind.
I'm also making
I
a
can't see it.
Alkenstar, lower Alkenstar roll here.
Neither of you really know enough about Pilot Square or the pilots in general, airships. Like, I mean, neither of you are native to Alkenstar anyway,
true.
right?
That's true.
So
Yep, that's right.
That is
this
true.
is
Hey,
one of those
I'll
areas
try.
that's pretty esoteric. Yeah.
Sure.
Nope, Kelvin, you neither.
All right.
Uh, Okay, all right, Ruxel,
go.
maybe
Thankfully.
you are from around the area.
I am, and I'm like kind of like the pickpocket, kind of know a little bit of the dregs,
Right. So maybe you
so-called
kind of,
outcasts.
yeah, you know the outcast, but you also know like where the rich people would go and what ships they would go on and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
I would say that you would know that it's not hard to find an airship pilot. Okay? What you might have difficulty in finding is an airship pilot that's willing to take the risk of heading out to where you need to go.
Mm. So we need to find a pilot that's either really down on his luck
Uh-huh.
or one that's daring and likes a challenge.
Right.
I try and find the craziest looking motherfucking pilot.
I was gonna say, is there any that look like Randy Quaid
Yes.
by chance?
Anybody that
mean-
looks like Kelvin but has a little set of plastic wings pinned on?
I just want like a sloppy drunk like Han Solo.
Yeah. Oh boy, there's so much I want to say about Randy Quaid, but the less I
Don't
talk
tell
about
me
Randy
the
Quaid, the
odds.
better I'm gonna be.
Don't
About,
tell me
like-
the odds.
Oh boy. Yeah, so that's where your starting is going to be. This is I'm going to go back to mechanics here for a little bit because this is something that we don't do too often, but it's starting to pop up more and more, and it will pop up more and more. Gather information is an actual thing, and we can kind of, go through and do gather information roles where you guys are going through and trying to find some lead to get you somewhere. Okay?
That's what we do.
So, you guys are specifically looking for Ruxel, at least, is looking for, like, the sad drunk pilot, and then there's like the daring do pilots that you might go for, right?
Yes.
So, who might be gathering information?
I think
What kind of role would
Adriel would like
be?
to gather information and
What
try to look
skill-
for the daring ones and egg them on a little bit. Like,
What type of skill?
oh,
is that
you've only
again?
gone
Sorry.
this far?
I mean, are there alternatives to gathering information that we shouldn't all just do it?
Some of you might be really bad at the gathering information. It's a diplomacy skill action,
Thank you.
by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Some of
Okay.
you might be really bad at diplomacy and would fail or critically fail and get wrong information.
Oh, I
So-
see.
Gotcha.
That's where we're at. Okay.
That's the thing.
That makes sense.
Well, in that case, I volunteer as tribute. Is there anybody who does not want to gather information at this juncture?
I will be bad at it.
Okay, I have a +10 to diplomacy, so I think I'll.
I took
Mhm.
I took knowledge religion this level instead of diplomacy, so I shall not.
Yeah, and I just trained diplomacy, so I'm
Nice.
at
Yeah.
something, wherever it is.
A positive number.
Plus 11.
Nice. Yeah. there you
Yeah, +10 here, so I think
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
see if
also-
I can.
Also
Go
at a
ahead.
plus 11, so
Okay,
do
we
it.
got some good diplomatic people here.
Would
So,
I
Roxwell,
know
Adriel, and
anyone out
Inari?
there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, all of you can give me diplomacy rolls.
Blind, right?
Yep, you bet, baby. Ruxel and Ari, as you're going through Pilot Square, you like are basically, I mean, the easiest way to think about this is you're going up to pilots and being like, will you do this? Right? And pretty much everyone you talk to goes, I am not insane enough to do what you're asking.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know anyone. There's no pilot around here that would do that.
There's got to be one guy. Everybody knows a guy.
Ruxel. No, Adriel. Adriel, though. You're talking to a guy, and he goes,
Well,
I'm not gonna do it myself. Okay? But there's one person here. She's down on her luck. She might need some convincing to do so. But I bet if you talk to Pharaoh Winslow over at the Final Prospect Inn, and he points like to the north, kind of in a vague general direction. He goes, you could probably talk her into doing it. She's kind of down on her luck. She crashed about 4 months ago, and she hasn't been able to get anyone to go out since. But she'd be the one to ask.
all right. Looks like we're flying southwest.
wah, wah.
Okay, so I think at this point we probably go back to the group who was, sitting in the cafe, biding their time or whatever. And
Mhm.
Adriel says, well, we got one lead, and the good news is I think we can convince her to fly us out there. The bad news is last time she flew, she crashed into the ground. So,
Then she's got it out of her system.
that's a good way to look at it. Maybe she just didn't roll her lucky number.
Always prepare
Oh.
ahead of time.
We also can expect her ship too. I think that kind of says something about a pilot. Is you're only as good as like the thing you can fly. I don't know. Maybe that's to say.
Well,
Totally
we might
fair.
want to go talk to her. And did we get her
Yeah.
location?
She's at the Final Prospect Inn.
That she is. Take a hero point.
I feel like we're gonna need these.
Yeah.
No,
All
I'm just feeling generous today. Don't take this as a portent of anything yet.
Yet.
No.
All right. It sounds like we know where she is. Shall we go talk to her then?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Onward.
You all head out. You kind of pass by all these kind of seedy taverns. You see some, like, a little bit fancier looking pilots clubs,
Mhm.
and then a whole bunch of warehouses. You're kind of passing by, and you kind of see this slightly rundown tavern. It is pretty tall. It goes vertical real nice, but it looks a little ramshackle, and on the outside there's a big sign, some bullet holes in it, says Final Prospect.
Inward.
And you
like-
walk.
Looks like a fun place.
Might be
Check the door for guns.
No guns. No guns of doors.
I don't like this place. I don't trust it. No guns.
You walk through the door and immediately get shot by a gun.
Ah, damn.
Home again.
Ah, beans.
Right. I roll a new character.
So you guys walk in, and yeah, it looks like this place has seen better days. Well, you're used to the barrel and bullet at this point. It's kind of a nicer saloon. It's in Smokeside still, but it looks pretty nice. It's pretty large. There's constantly like a clientele that's going in and out. This kind of looks like it's slightly out of the way, and not many people are like taking the trek to get out of the way to go into it.
Right.
And you see kind of just this tired looking half-orc bartender just kind of rubbing a glass, and he just kind of looks at you as you come in, like, "Can I help you?"
Hello.
Howdy.
Puts down the glass. Yeah.
Adriel says, "Well, I'll have an ale. I've been doing a lot of talking. It's bad to go too long without ale in my religion. So
And he's like, "Oh, a follower of Caden? Always welcome here." Pulls
you
a draft.
got it.
Pops it down in front of you. That'll be 1 copper, please.
Oh shoot. Anybody got? No, I'm good. I'm good for 1 copper.
All right. So, you walk up to the bartender and say we're looking for Farrah Winslow.
Farrah, back room. She's the only other one here right now.
Oh, so the bar is empty.
Yeah, it's an empty bar. It looks real sad.
All right. Well, let's go talk to the only person in it.
Whoa, that was copper beers, fellas. Just
Good point. I
Sit
will
and have
also
one?
take. I will also
I think
take
you
1
can.
ale, please.
Kelvin
Yeah,
takes 2.
What copper beer price is standard beer price.
Yeah, I will
Right.
let the negotiators go negotiate that.
He just pulls a draft for everyone.
There we go.
nice.
And can I get another one for Farrah too?
I got 2 already.
Oh, you got 2 already. You're thinking ahead. Good man.
He's like, "Oh, if you want something specifically for Farrah, 5 coppers," and then he pulls out like 3 different liquors and pours them into a small tumbler and pops that in front of you.
Kelvin lets Adriel get it.
Thank you.
All right. Adriel grabs it.
And then
We're
downs
used
the
to our
second beer.
pilots being drunk, so better this way.
So who all is heading to the back? Adriel, Kelvin, and Inari. Okay. So the 3 others sidle up to the bar, I'm assuming, just
Yep.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys said
Chit-chat.
no. It said no guns, right?
The door
On the
isn't a
sign,
gun.
No. Guns are welcome. We just
Oh,
didn't
okay.
convert.
I'm just-
Unlike most places around the area, we haven't converted ours into a gun yet.
Okay, that's respectable.
This bar only serves guns.
This doesn't
I
mean
just,
code.
I just start twirling the
Where's the
pistol,
gun?
like just doing tricks with it while drinking. Feet kicked up on a stool. Just-
Yeah, if you find a gun at the bottom of your glass, you get a free extra beer.
Ooh, shut it down.
1 in 10 beers.
Gail, give me an acrobatics check or a performance check.
Ooh. Where is that?
Who's doing
Scale.
Acrobatics. Blind. Oh god, I'm gonna shoot myself in the face, aren't I? Game.
Oh, you pull off like one of the most impressive gunplay tricks that anyone's seen in the bar for a long time.
And
like,
no
you
one
are
is here.
whirling
Just
back and
everybody.
forth, and they're
buds are
like,
here.
and the bartender's like, "What are you doing, wasting your time here?" And pours you, or actually, you know what? He doesn't pour anything. He grabs a bottle of liquor that
Oh.
you haven't seen before, or behind the bar, pours you something, pops it in front of you.
Why, thank you. And the
On the
slam
house.
back. I just the house. And
I like he's
slam
like,
back.
whoa, I never said on the house. Hold on.
No, I said on the house.
I know. I'm just.
Yep. Okay.
Step 1, get your pilot drunk. Step 2, get one of your gunslingers drunk.
Step 3, profit.
Step 4, how the fuck do we crash?
The other three of you head to the back room, and you head back and see this tiefling dwarven woman smoking a cigarillo
Ooh.
and nursing some form of drink. In fact, she looks like this.
Oh, she's cool looking.
Very cool looking.
Got a solid vibe.
Well, I think Adriel sits down next to her and says, "When you're done with that one, we've got another one here for you." Puts the extra cocktail we got for her in the on deck position, so to say.
She kind of looks at you suspiciously. She's like, "Huh. Someone won't give you a drink unless they're looking for something."
Well,
As it
all this
happens.
out. Yeah, as it happens, we're looking for a ride, and we hear you might be the only one brave enough to take us
There we
where we
go.
want to go.
Like I hear you're desperate.
I would like a deception check, please.
Fair. This is the one I'm not trained in. This is bad.
Can I help?
Yeah, you can aid if you'd like.
Yeah, give me an aid check. See if I can boost this by 1.
I just roll my own deception.
Yeah, yes. The keyword of brave was really just where you I mean, that's a good tactic to take. That is a critical aid.
Nice.
Rolled a natty 19 for a 30. Good job.
Nice.
I think that's Adriel starting to say, only one crazy, dumb, bad enough, and like getting nudged in the ribs by Inari.
Brave enough.
Right. Ah.
And she looks at you and she says, "Well, those are some of the kindest words I've ever heard in my life." As you roll a natty 20 on that for a critical
Yes,
success,
let's
Woo!
go.
Nice.
making her go from neutral to helpful, straight past friendly.
Nice.
Nice.
Good on both of those rolls.
Meanwhile, Kelvin
Yeah.
is still just kind of standing there awkwardly, slackjaw.
I've never heard them so
Oh.
eloquent.
No, I didn't think about this. Kelvin, this is a dwarven woman, like,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
and she's like all about what seems to be engineering stuff as she pilots a. I never thought about this
Oh,
part.
shit.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Kelvin's trying to like mentally piece together like how can I make the coolest clan dagger and hammer at the same time?
Acting like Kif from Futurama.
Don't
Yep.
mess this up. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up.
Hi! Oh God.
She goes, well, you really know how to chat a girl up. What can
She's
I
like,
do you
"Whew."
for? How can I help you?
Well, we're hoping you can take us out to the Manascar Desert.
Spellscar.
Spellscard.
Specifically, we're looking to
Spellscar.
head out past Cloud Reaver Keep and into Tentacle Canyon. We hear it's quite a ways, but
The end of Tentacle Canyon?
that's what we're told. That's why we came to you.
Well, that's a tough one. Not gonna lie. That's takes a swig of the drink. Finishes off her first drink. Pulls her second. Takes a nice pull of it. She goes, I think it's gonna take a. I mean, I can do it. My crew hasn't seen action for a little bit here. I can do it. I can do it. Cracks her neck. Ugh.
Of course
Alright.
you can.
I
You can do it.
I can do it.
She can do it.
But look, I ain't just gonna take y'all for a joyride, right? Okay. Gonna need to make this worth my while. Need a full complement of passengers. How many you got with you?
Well, that would be 7.
We're an above average size adventuring party.
That is quite the large party you got there. Must be unwieldy for everyone.
Makes our sessions take a while.
She goes,
Phrasing?
all right. Look. First of all, 50 gold pieces.
I plop it
Well-
on the counter.
You know what? Y'all are very nice. Let's have that. 25 gold pieces apiece for your party, but I need 4 more passengers.
4 more passengers.
And it's gonna be the full 50 for those guys. Find me 4 more passengers, and you got yourself an airship.
You there, barkeep.
You want to go on a
Go
trip?
for a ride?
When's the last time you had vacation?
Come on, buddy. For only 60 gold, you can come with us.
60. Where did you come from?
Just skimming off the top.
I'd like to ask her if she has any
Travel
idea
agent
where we
charge.
could
Yeah, exactly.
find anyone else looking to go out there.
Oh, I've
Like,
been
does
out of
she
the-
know of anybody?
I've been out of the game for a little bit. I think you just have to go into the square and find some people that are looking to go. Here we go. Here's what we'll do. You need to probably find some people. We'll take a trip first to Cloud Reaver Keep. We'll probably have to do that anyway to refuel, get everything going. Because it's pretty far out to get to where you're headed.
180 miles past that. Yeah. John Malkovich.
Yeah. So we're gonna need a lot. Okay. So find some people that might need to go to Cloud Reaver Keep. That's probably where we'll have a good destination.
All right, I think we can do that.
Of course we can. We'll be back in a jiff.
Can we talk to
I feel like we
Phoebes
could just.
or the Rat King? Kid?
What about Red King?
Phoebes and the Rat Kid?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he
You
has
think-
50 gold kicking around.
Yeah.
Might have 50 gold in rats alone.
Stuffed in a coin purse, oddly shaped like a rat.
I mean, you
Bulger.
could you could pay for his passage if you wanted, I guess.
All right, here's our plan. We go out into the square. We set up, just like a hear ye, who needs to, sandwich board kind of a thing.
Right, right.
Meanwhile, Ruxel pickpockets people, seeing who's got 50 gold pieces, And then when they're like, I'll go. And they're like, you know what? We've got your fare covered. And then we just pay with their 50 gold pieces. Solid.
I think that's too close. that's just we conveniently have the 50 gold pieces that they have.
And they're definitely not about to spend like a full day with you on ship.
Russell just, as a professional thief, just goes, no.
I have standards. Thank you.
I do think we could just go to the square, you know, kind of in the vendor area and
Sure.
just try to hobnob, ask around, just kind of shout, anybody looking to go to Cloud River Keep?
Is Cloud River Keep in Alkenstar or Spellscar Desert or where?
So it is okay. Alkenstar,
Mhm.
in general, and you would know this just from being here, and you're from the area too. Alkenstar is kind of a city-state sort of situation, right? So you're in the city of Alkenstar. The state of Alkenstar, like Cloud Reaver Keep and the Gunworks, two separate places, are like the edges essentially of the state of Alkenstar, and it's pretty far away. This will take like a full almost 24 hours to get from Alkenstar to Cloud Reaver Keep.
All right. Yes, we
Okay.
set up our little booth in the square.
So I was thinking I could use my lore skill of Alkenstar and society to kind of help make a good case for traveling with us. Maybe some attractions along the way that they might want to stop at.
Ooh, you could give a flyby tour.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll do. I'll let you aid with an Alkenstar lore check. Okay?
All right.
And it will be at the normal lore DC, not the normal aid DC, which is nice and a little bit lower. Okay?
Mhm.
So whoever is rolling the what will be diplomacy, probably, maybe deception, depends on if you're lying to him. Intimidate, maybe? Probably not the best idea.
Get on my boat.
You're coming with me.
Yeah.
You can try and convince them as part of this thing that you're trying to do here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're basically setting up a booth and just kind of calling people out, seeing if you are getting fares to come with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we set up a booth and Adriel can clear her throat and announce, anybody looking to go to Cloud River Keep, best tour to Cloud River Keep available.
Now, an extra thing too. There might be like some weirdos looking to get into the Spellscar Desert like you guys are too. So you can kind of advertise that too as a specialization. Like,
We're
this is
weirdos!
The one boat
Just
that's gonna
some
do that.
real freaks.
First stop, Cloud Reaver Keep. Second stop, Spellscar Desert.
Who wants to go to Tentacles?
Tentacle Canyon.
Come on, step right up. Tentacles.
Who wants to
Get
go
your
to a
tentacles.
desert? The sand gets everywhere.
Off the beaten path tour of the desert.
You guys are calling out. This guy walks up. He's kind of like looks over at you, sees what you're yelling,
Mhm.
and he's got this piece of luggage with him, and he walks over and he's like, "Hello, you are looking to go into the Spellscar Desert?"
Yes, sir, we are, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
We've got a boat. We're just looking for butts to put in the seat.
none of the other pilots seem to be headed out there. They seem to be too scared.
Cowardly?
Yes, one might say cowardly. Are you certain that you are able to head out to the Spellscar Desert?
Long as we fill
You-
those seats.
You betcha, sir.
Oh, delightful, delightful. Well, I would love to book a passage on this flight. How much is it?
60 gold. No.
75 gold. It's a pyramid scheme. We gotta. It's just 50 gold pieces, sir. And you know what? We'll even buy 1 copper's worth of ale as you go register your ticket back
just
at
1
the
free beer.
I forget its name, saloon.
Final Prospect Inn.
There we go.
Morward remembers it because he already got a hero point for remembering the name of
Yep.
the inn. Great. Whoever, you guys are all kind of pitching in, so give me a diplomacy roll, and then I will take several aid rolls if you want. Who's going to be the diplomacy, and who's going to be aiding? I will take
Aid.
whoever the highest result is of the aids. They don't all apply. That's not how bonuses work.
I will
I'll
aid.
roll.
I'll
I'll
attempt to aid.
aid as well.
I'm rolling the diplomacy.
Yeah, I think Inari. Oh, I guess I rolled diplomacy too, but that can be
There-
for aiding.
Mine is for aiding, not actual.
How do I pop out the like skill on the main page? You know?
You should just be able to,
You gotta do it from your character sheet.
yeah,
we'll do that for now.
press
That's what I
E.
mean.
That's the best option here, because you don't have the HUD going on.
Blind GM, yes.
Yep, that's it. Okay. The guy says, "Oh yes, yes, 50 gold pieces. I definitely have that. Great. When are we leaving?
I told you we should have gone for 60.
As soon as we get 3 more
As soon
passengers.
as you recruit 3 more passengers for us.
Got any friends?
The
A
true
real
answer,
pyramid scheme.
the true answer that I should have
Tomorrow, I believe.
brought up earlier. Yeah, it will be. She is pretty drunk right now, so she did tell you before you left, and this is retconning slightly. Tomorrow
Or-
morning. Tomorrow morning. First
First
thing in
thing
the morning.
tomorrow.
Ah, excellent.
He's like, brilliant. That's okay. That's not as fast as I would like, but yes, this sounds like a great plan. Let us do it. Ha 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 ha.
Wonderful.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, you can just go
So you
relax.
have
at
3
the
friends?
Wait, I am Astronoli. Your name is?
Oh, you can call me Mr. Fly.
Marty?
No,
Marty
no.
Mick?
Nope.
Hiya, Marty.
Not
Want to go
Nick.
for a ride?
Just
Great
Fly.
Scott!
Hello, Fly.
Mr. Fly.
Hello, Senor Fly. Welcome aboard.
What do you need an airship for then?
He
He
goes,
just looks so sad.
ha ha ha.
Hmm.
And then he heads off.
Okay.
Well,
Still
that
got
is
it.
Well,
one
we got
down.
one.
I knew we should have said 60. He clearly had it.
Maybe probably 100.
Ah,
If we could just get 2 passengers at 100 each.
then we're
Uh,
done. It's good. point.
About that, there's some stuff in the bag of holding we could probably sell too.
A lot that can happen. Yes. You're holding on
Yeah.
to a bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
So
Basically, like 2 padded +1 armors, fine clothing, a repeating crossbow with.
We might need that later, though.
Are we turning a
Yeah,
door
let's
into
see
a
if we
gun?
can get some passengers first. And
this is always the way with every game that
Yep.
involves inventory ever. I must hoard every bit of it because who knows? Who knows when I'm going to use it?
I might need those 74 potions of healing later.
I might.
that
I
is
say
true.
I most assuredly will.
I say let's set up an offer. You get 1 mystery item from our bag of holding
Ooh.
when you book a ticket on our flight. You just
I
get to
like
put your
that.
hand in, pull something out.
I like that. Let's see
Um,
if there's anything of importance in there first.
Yeah, I think there's some expensive stuff.
Yeah, we'll take
Pulls
out the
first.
good things first.
Yeah, please.
pulls
Yeah.
out Jacksonius's +1 striking guns that you threw in as a prank.
Ta-da!
Gave
there's
away his
a
best gun.
I
sack.
don't see Shave laughing.
There's 2 +1 padded armor, 1 set of fine clothing, the repeating crossbow, 5 for the repeating crossbow magazine, a hand crossbow, and 1 bola.
Can
So
we
we have 2 repeating crossbow and 2 magazines too.
the +1 armor things? Those can be taken off in.
Yes, those can be transferred, and you might want to transfer
Yeah.
them in this overnight
Ooh.
situation.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
I feel like
do that,
we want those armor runes. We don't want.
Definitely.
yeah.
They're just hanging out on these pieces of armor that no one else wants the pieces of armor, but you can put it onto your armor.
Yep.
It takes a day, and
Okay.
someone has to do it. You can pay someone to do it, or you can try to do it yourself. Depends on how crafty you're
Ooh.
feeling.
Who
Right.
would want
Patrick?
those? Or is there somebody that needs those?
Well, what's our RCs? Let's.
Yeah.
21.
Mine's 22.
22.
22.
22.
So I'm the only one at 21.
You definitely
Yeah.
get one of them.
Okay, this brings up an interesting question. Vrilla's only at 20. And
Then-
Vrilla's one of your frontliners.
Then give
Yeah.
Arilla the other one.
Now,
How is
here's
she only at 20?
that's a good question. I don't know.
Dexterity too low.
Dex is at 19, so likely there's
That's not it.
there's
What are
a
they
bad
wearing?
armor. Yeah, that would be my guess. I'll deal with that at a later time. But the question is, do you want to give more AC to, well, Inari has proven herself to be very good at getting smashed real hard. But do you also want to give a +1 to someone who can be more easily ranged? Or do you want to give a +1 to someone who's going to be closer to getting smashed all the time? It's an interesting prospect.
I feel like for sure we've got to give Varilla one because, man, Varilla keeps dying and Varilla is
Yeah.
truly frontline.
Probably
And then, given how
infinitely colored.
often. Go ahead. Given how often Morbid ends up, like, even in the midfield, I think that it makes sense that they have the other one.
Oh, I think I know what's up with Varilla. I think Varilla is currently prone still.
Oh. Well, that is your problem.
Oh, so she's at 22 also.
Yes. Yes, she is at 22 normally. Okay, that feels much less dumb. All
They're
right.
also the one who tends to roll literally into the center of all the enemies to get their flank bonuses.
And to tumble through to get panache.
Yeah,
So,
I think giving them the second one makes sense.
Yes.
it also can depend on what your max HP is. If your max HP
Oh, yeah.
is crap, then maybe you want a higher AC to balance that out. Like Inari.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I'm fine with Inari and Varilla getting the +1 armor runes because Adril also is pretty frontliney, but does have mid backline options and has a lot of HP now due to feats invested in HP and investment in con as well.
So Inari and Varilla go do a rune exchange while everybody else rounds up 3 more passengers.
Right, this totally makes sense. Do you want to do it on your own, or are you paying someone?
What's
It's
the-
ten-
I'm gonna pay someone.
Good, it's 10% cost, which I think an armor rune is
100?
160?
16 gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check this.
What's the DC to do it ourselves?
Something I will look at in 13 minutes.
Sounds good.
You said that was a crafting check to do
Yes.
on our own?
That's what I
Yep.
was asking.
Okay.
It is 160 gold pieces. So yeah, just 16 gold pieces to transfer it over.
Yeah, that's fine. I
And-
think that's worth the risk of screwing it up.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
you could just find someone and they will be able to do it, and I'm not going to roll them screwing it up because
Sure,
that doesn't
right.
sound like fun to me.
Right. Yeah, agreed.
Great, I'll pay for both of them.
Varilla can afford it.
Okay, I'll pay for one of them.
Fine.
Okay. Great. Then go ahead and add that potency rune if you can. If you can't, I will fix it.
Yep, I'm on it.
Great. And then don't forget to invest it in your character sheet. Okay, so as they head off to go do all that side activities, this male and female human pair walk up to you guys because you are shouting out still. They're like, "Yes, you are taking passage to Cloud River Keep."
To Cloud River
Yes.
Keep and every interesting destination in between.
Oh, fantastic! We are a pair of merchants. I am Hiram Bridges. This is my sister, Esteri Wystone, and we are hoping to sell our wares both on the ship and at the keep itself.
Sounds great.
How much would it be? Yeah, don't you talk, Inari. How much would it be to book passage on your airship?
80 gold pieces.
Oh,
It's 50 gold pieces, and Adriel looks back at the bag of holding and is like, "Are we doing the bag of holding thing?
No,
Are we doing
no,
the bag
she's
of holding?"
not if she's good
It's
with
fi-
50. No, she's doing
50
50
gold
now.
pieces.
oh, 50. That does seem slightly steep.
You also
Give
get
me a
the.
diplomacy check.
You also have the wonderful music stylings of April here for the trip.
All right, 2 for 100.
Adriel's not a songstress type of bard.
More
She
than
is
me.
not.
Inari probably has the best performance check.
Here comes that. Oh no, performance is
Oh, sure.
easily Adriel, but it's just
Yeah.
not musical performance.
Gotcha.
And they go, you know what? 50 gold pieces doesn't sound too bad. Thinking about it, let's do it. What do you say, sis? And she goes, all right. Then, like, when do we board?
Tomorrow
We-
morning.
Tomorrow morning, so get your wares ready. Get yourself down to the inn. The Final Prospect Inn. I can't remember the name without having to look back at the notes.
It's gonna be a grand old time.
She goes, beautiful, beautiful. This is wonderful. Great. Well, we will see you in the morning. And they head
It'll be an
off.
amazing trip. We're looking forward to it. We're gonna get road, snacks for the road. It's gonna be great.
They're gonna say roadkill.
Gonna get road.
'Cause that's birds.
All right. I think we're almost there, guys. We got 3 of 4 passengers. We need just one more. Who's gonna be the next rube? Idiot. I mean sucker. I mean dummy. I mean
Fellow companion.
yes. I think at this point we can start doing the like 1 spot remaining. Only 1 spot.
One left in stock.
Only
Oh,
1 left in stock.
interesting. Create a scarcity demand.
Yep.
Yeah.
For only
Only one seat
100 gold
remaining.
pieces.
For the low price.
And the mystery item, don't forget that. We did say, like,
Not if we don't have to.
No takers?
Okay. You see this this female gnome come up to you guys.
Foam.
And she's got her hair kind of like shock up, gray on the sides, blue in the middle, and long blue eyebrows. She says, "You are headed into the Spellscar Desert?"
In the morning, yes.
I would like to head out to the Spellscar Desert as well.
Excellent.
How much?
50 gold.
Done.
Excellent. I am Astronola. You?
Usuvu.
Suvu. Nice to meet you. We will be departing in the morning. Meet us at the Lost Prospect Inn. after breakfast.
The last prospect? Okay, I will look for the last prospect.
That is what the right name is, right, everybody?
It's the final prospect.
Final.
Everyone step
Final
in.
prospect.
You all
Yes,
step in.
Yeah. What they said.
Beautiful. I will see you there.
All
Goodbye.
right.
And walks off.
Let's pack it up. Let's go. Oh no, she didn't pay.
Get her.
They're going to pay tomorrow.
Yeah, not to us.
Oh,
Russ
okay.
Not
just
paying
runs-
to you guys.
We're not the
Runs
ticket
after
takers?
a gnome, picks up
Just
the gnome.
stabs her.
Six or
Yeah, turns her upside down, shakes the money out of her pockets.
Give me it.
Don't have any on me.
What are you doing?
And then after that, it's like, oh wait, no, she did pay. I'm sorry.
But is there
So
anything
you-
else we need? Should we prepare?
You have your fort.
ourselves?
Yeah, you can prepare yourselves. You could try and get more passengers if you really want to. You have until the morning, but you might want to tell Farah that you're all set to go now.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Oh yeah, do you want to go? Maybe we send Patrick back
Oh,
so
you
Kelvin
don't-
can have a little alone time.
I don't think you send Kelvin back. I think as soon as Usuvu turns around and agrees, Kelvin is like running as fast as his dwarf legs can take him back to the final prospect.
So 5 minutes later, at a walking pace, we catch up to him.
Yes.
He's- And he's just like,
He's just chugging along with his backpack.
So you going and tell Farah?
Mhm.
Great. Cool.
I'm fine trying to get a few more passengers if we want to. I don't know what we necessarily get out of it other than maybe the journey goes better, but I don't have much else that I want to do with Adriel, at least in the remaining hours that we have here.
We need to make sure to have the entire crew of Gilligan's Island.
Where's the professor? Right now,
Alright.
you're loaded up on merchants, so.
Well, that would be Kelvin.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I actually
Uh,
went to university.
Shut up, you. Do you want to hang out and try and find some more passengers?
Might
Adriel
as
for
well.
it?
Yeah.
Cool. So you keep hanging out, seeing if you can grab a couple more.
Is there
And,
a weight limit on this airship?
Okay, that's true. The more
Hey.
halflings we get, it's more money per weight. That's a good idea.
You would have seen what this airship looks like. You know, you probably took a look at this thing because it's moored and you can follow the line attachment, right? This thing is a 300-foot long airship. The cabin is substantial and it looks like it's 2 stories. So I don't think you're going to need to worry about a weight limit unless like someone weighs a couple of tons
So it's like a cruise
on the
liner.
road. It is the size of a cruise liner, but it's also a blimp. So, you know, you look at that Goodyear blimp and there's like 2 people on it. And that's all they can fit because they're not efficient. Okay. So yeah, you keep calling out and these half-elven men look over at or come to your stall and they're like and one of them goes up, says, "Yes, travel? You are traveling to Cloud River Keep? We've never been there. We should maybe go there." And you see the other one go, "No, Bram, we can't afford to go. We
It's
have
only-
too many things going on here."
No, it's
And
only
he's-
50 gold a seat.
He's like, "Yeah, 50 gold a seat. That's beautiful. Like, that's a full vacation right there." And the other guy's like, no, I don't. Really? Do we have to do this? And he's like, yeah,
Adriel,
it'll save our marriage. And he's like, look,
Adriel goes and puts an arm around the one who's reluctant and is like, I mean, come on, look how excited he is. Look at the joy in his eye. You see that?
Give him this
there
one
used to
thing.
be joy in his eyes just coming home to me every night.
What
And
a
he
way
looks-
to
He looks
rekindle!
off into the middle distance.
What a chance to rekindle and renew your connection. Away from the busy days of your everyday life, finding new things to talk about, new ways to experience the world together.
Yeah, plus you can
It's
meet
so
somebody
true.
else
You
on
get, you've got to break out of routine and find new things to do. And there's just so much excitement, so many fun new things to try at Cloud River. Just Cloud River,
Place.
Keep,
Kelvin
like,
rattles
Cloud
off
River.
new
Cloud
things.
Reaver Keep.
Cloud
Reaver.
Reaver Keep. And
Cloud
then-
River.
As Angel
Yeah.
was saying this, I realized we know nothing exactly really about what Cloud Reaver Keep is and how it would be different. I feel like I'm like trying to convince someone in Milwaukee to be like, you've got to go to Madison. It's
Wow.
another city in Wisconsin.
It's on the other end of Wisconsin.
It's on the other end of Wisconsin, so it'll be so much more like it's the same. I don't know.
I'm going to have
Would Kelvin know
UV
something about Cloud Reaver Keep?
Kelvin is drooling over Farah right now. UV,
Would Kelvin know if another party member elbows him in the ribs?
Gosh, what would you know about Cloud Reaver Keep? Things that I will look up eventually. UV,
Yo, hi.
You know what? UV, you give me a diplomacy roll. Drums, I need you to roll me an aid check with a deception roll, and Patrick, give me an aid with Alkenstar lore, because I don't need to know Cloud Reaver Keep. Your character does.
Ooh, I did. I just hit the DC for aid. Haha.
Did, and we can all see it. So
Well, aid. They need to know whether they're
that's
putting.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
So, Adriel aids, Kelvin aids, but Astra, I'm sorry, you are not very convincing. And he goes, no, I don't think we
Yeah.
need this.
That's why I was slightly annoyed when I had to take knowledge nature. That's fine. Religion. That's nature. That's whatever it is. Anyways, doesn't matter. Moving on.
Whatever I know about.
You
Yeah.
didn't have to do anything.
Where
You
my brain
chose
is.
to.
Yes, because I want us to succeed at more things.
He goes, no, Brem, we're going. And Brem goes, no, Finn, and then they like walk away.
Good luck on your
Aw.
marriage.
Bye, Frem and Finn.
Yeah, they sound like they not very subtly. They sound like they need help with their marriage. Oh boy, I don't think this trip would have saved them. Really, I mean, oof.
If you spend any more time there, you see this human male comes up. He says, yes, you're going to the Spellscarred Desert. I'm looking for an adventure.
Oh, there is nothing but adventure out there. Let me tell you the tales of the adventure. Actually, better yet, you write your own tales while out there.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I would love to do that.
And I'll tell you what, as long as you live up to my rather high standards of adventure, I will tell tales of you in my performances. You will be a legend known all throughout Alkenstar.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I would love that. They'll talk about woodtopper heron from the treetops. Wait, treetops?
Yes.
Whatever. And he just seems very excited. He goes, Now this adventure, it's an adventure, right? So it doesn't cost anything, right?
That's right. Only 50 gold.
That is A very, very inexpensive price for adventure these days, I tell ya.
And he kind of just looks down at his feet and he's like, but oh, I spent all the rest of my money on this sword. And he just kind of like pokes this long sword into the ground.
It snaps.
Like, I don't have the funds. Would you help me? You seem to be willing to help an adventurer. And he's just waggling the sword around in the middle of the air.
The ship may
Yeah.
be looking for crew. You might be able to work your passage.
No. I mean, working doesn't sound like adventure. That
It's
sounds
the-
like work.
Work is an adventure.
Well,
Green
tell
from
us,
capitalism.
Sure.
tell us about this sword. I'm curious to know how much he blew on it and how little he knows about swordsmanship.
Oh, I went down the street. Well, not down the street. It was over in Smokeside. Went to the Ferris Quarter. There was this nice pawn shop, and I got this nice longsword, and it was only 70 gold pieces. So I spent all of my 70 gold pieces on this longsword, and it's beautiful, isn't it? And there's like, it looks dented all to hell. Like the hilt is just wrapped in what looks to be twine instead of leather.
Bogle, how old does this guy look like, roughly?
About 17 and a half.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to intimidate him.
About.
I'm going to attempt to intimidate him into going back, selling back his pawn sword, and going back to his goddamn life, idiot.
Or can we convince him to join the party as the great and illustrious knight Sir Cannon Fodder?
Witopper Heron.
I mean, we could try taking on a junior member. Spend
Actually, you
some
know what?
time training him.
This feels like Star Trek in a red shirt.
Bogle, as part of this, I'm actually going to release the Kraken.
I don't know what
Sounds
that means. in
ominous.
this
Yeah,
context.
what does this mean?
My eyes glow a bit. My claws come out. I'm like, you idiot! You don't know what I claw out. I drag.
Oh,
it
I
out.
see.
Yeah.
See. You use extra to try
Yeah.
and intimidate further.
Yep.
I see. And he goes, oh, you cute little dragon. And he just starts scratching your face. He's like, oh, you no.
Even if I rolled
selling-
a, even if I rolled a 1, I got a 13.
Yes,
Damn.
you still rolled a natural 1. So if
Yeah.
you roll which is actually a 12, if I gave you that bonus, then yes, a 13. But even so, a 13 isn't enough to be past their will DC, so that fails, and then it's a critical failure still because of the 1.
I didn't know skills could crit fail. Okay, fine.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, you bet. So he's like, oh, a little baby dragon! And then he's like, no, I love my sword! I paid top dollar for this beautiful piece of equipment, waggling around. Whee!
Oh boy.
Ruxel pulls a gun on him and says, "Leave now."
Wow.
He goes and drops his sword and runs away.
Kelvin,
I don't
Hobbs,
know, bro.
and Sweet Pup are all just sitting back, laughing, eating popcorn.
Oh,
I put the
God.
sword in the bag of holding for later.
Dodge that bullet. Whew.
And you see him like peek around the corner. He's like, "Can I sword back?"
No.
I cocked the pistol.
Runs away.
Tee.
And
You see, our friend
Uh,
Ruxel just turned into a door.
I have a gun.
The last thing you want to see.
and it's starting to get pretty late in the day, so kind of the passengers start to like dwindle, and no one else seems to come and take over what you're putting out there. And as we wait for the next day, we will take a quick 10 minutes.
All right.
See you back at about 9:20.
All right.
Yeah, I think when we're at the point of putting a gun in potential customers' faces and scaring them away, we're probably
We're good.
closed for business.
Yeah, we're good for the night.
Tie that little bow there.
At you.
Oops.
Same sack.
Maybe we are back. All right.
We're back.
we were talking about pomegranates over the break and how they're delicious and also nausea-inducing.
Yep.
Like most things in life.
Like most things in life, yes. Partly awesome, partly gross. Like all things. Cool. Time passes. Night turns into day. Inari and Varilla go grab their armor, their shiny new +1 armor.
Ooh.
Strap it to themselves. And breathe a slight sigh of relief as they know that it is more difficult to murder them now.
By 5 percentage points.
That's also less of a 5% chance to be crit. That can't be underestimated.
Yeah.
So, you guys head out, I'm assuming, pretty much immediately. Straight to...
Mhm.
Yeah.
We want to get flying.
Let's get on that boat.
Okay. Yeah, you guys get over to the final prospect. And, it looks pretty busy in there compared to yesterday. There's, you don't see any sign of Farah, but you see a bunch of passengers. People that you said, hey, man, come on along.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Well, how many humans? 3 humans and a gnome,
Mm-hmm.
as well as you guys. And that half-orc bartender is there again, but he seems to be a little busier, serving up drinks. Doesn't really pay you too much mind. And this halfling comes out of the back room. Looks like this. He goes, "Hello, everybody. I am Lucky Lanks. I am your porter for this voyage. If you would all follow me, the second kiss is ready to depart. Follow me. Come along." And he pulls back into the back room.
I follow him.
Pulls you all up a flight of stairs. Another flight of stairs. Another flight of stairs. Just keeps going. And you get to the roof, where the dirigible has been pulled in to the to dock. I guess is probably the best word for it. It looks... I'm gonna say... Okay, this is... I'm gonna show you this. This is what it kind of looks like, but the art for it is a little funky because it does not show the correct scale at all for what this is. It is much larger looking than this, okay? But it has that pursed lips on the side of the cabin and everything. And there's on the outside of the ship, it's not just a rope ladder, it's a full set of walkways going up and down, all sorts of stuff, okay? It doesn't look half bad. And Lucky is like, "Come along, I'll grab all of your luggage and we'll pull you in, and we'll be ready to go in just a couple minutes." And he begins to take the luggage of all the other passengers. Do any of you have luggage? Your bags, right? Your backpacks and everything?
Just our backpacks.
Keeping it on me.
He's like, "Yeah, ladies, gentlemen, other, can I take any of your gear for you, please?"
No, thank you.
Sure, you could carry my backpack to my room.
Okay, a little out of the ordinary, but sure. Cool. And he just starts. You leave your backpack there. He goes, starts pulling everyone's stuff in, and you walk up the stairs, and you go into this surprisingly large area. Let me see. And I, like a fool, have not already pulled your actors in.
Oh, what a fool.
Fool.
Okay, and that ought to do it. Okay. Do you all see this now?
Yes.
So you
No.
know?
Boat.
Yeah, I need to
Interesting.
refresh. Oh, sorry. Just kidding. I see it now.
It might have just needed a second to load in for some reason.
I had overlays over.
Yep.
I see. Okay, so you come in and it actually looks surprisingly posh in here. You're pulled into this dining cabin. It's decorated with some slightly dated artwork, and the hardwood looks a little scuffed, but it looks otherwise like a pretty fine dining room at an upscale inn. If you were to put your fingers on the table, you see like there's just a of dust on it. Like maybe Lucky didn't do as good of a job wiping things down as he should have. Like it's obviously a little bit lack of use, and maybe Lucky's a little out of practice from it being a couple months now with no passengers.
Mm-hmm.
But you come up to this stairway, and you see that the stairway is actually retractable. Like they can pull it into the airship. So it meets the outside stairway that goes up as well. And Lucky's like, yes, if you follow me, this is the dining room. Before I grab all of your bags, I will show you to your rooms. And he goes up another flight of stairs. Which, again, I did not pull any of your tokens in, so...
I gotta say, this place is, it's nicer than I expected. We've been, kind of slumming it up recently.
And, he brings you up a flight of stairs.
Ooh, it's tight in here.
Well, this is a flight of stairs. There's a door to your north. You stop that now. And you can go in here, and he leads you in through this door, going, and you see this long hallway. He says, well, this is a larger than normal amount of passengers, so you will be staying in what is normally my room, actually, in the cruise cabin. And he leads your party up here and into this room.
All right, let's get cozy.
Okay, cool, Patrick. I'm going to just start locking every door. Because
Checking
I
for
don't...
clocks.
Okay. How am
Yeah,
I
we-
supposed to know if I am to deploy any gun doors if you just open all of them?
Yeah.
He's pre-setting them off.
Yeah.
Loading them with blanks.
And it looks like cots, but they've obviously shifted like actual beds in here for all of you.
Yay!
Spunk cots.
And he says, well, the other passengers, I'll go grab them and pull them into their rooms. They're further down the way. Across the way, is the crew mess. Don't worry about that. That's where I'll be cooking your meals, and you can take your meals in the dining room when it is mealtime. and the captain's quarters and the first officer's quarters are further down. He passes by them, points on either side, and he says the normal crew or the cabins are right to your two to your right and one to your left as you go down this hallway. At the very end, you will find the games room and the society lounge, where you can take some cocktails that you might grab from the bar on the lounge off of the observation deck on the first story. Patrick was opening all the doors. That is why they're locked.
Ooh, games room.
And yeah, Inari, as you go and poke your head in and start looking, you see the games room is like there's card tables, there's a pool table, everything is screwed into the floor.
As it, yeah, makes sense.
As is all of the furniture that's in the lounge up here.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, we'll let you get situated, and then we'll be off shortly. If you have any
Great.
questions, let me know. Again, I'm Lucky. I'll be your porter for this trip, and thank you for flying with us. And he trots off down the hall and goes downstairs.
Sweet.
Well, I gotta say, I think we scored a pretty good deal here. This place looks nice.
Mhm. Well worth $25.
Moorbird, you're being stalked right now.
Yes. He also he took all of your money as you walked onto the ship, so please deduct 25 gold pieces from your inventories. Thank you.
Good thing we didn't do any shopping.
My goal doesn't work. Do we do it on the character sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta hit the
mine-
minus button.
I think if it's
Yeah.
popped out, it doesn't work for me either.
Mm,
To pop it back in temporarily.
Yeah, same.
Weird. Okay. Well, good to
Weird.
know.
That's a bug.
It's a feature.
Yeah, exactly.
how much you say? Minus 25?
Yeah, minus 25.
Okay.
I'll even subtract that from Varilla's. Okay. And you guys are free to roam about the cabin. You see the other passengers like starting to filter through. They come check out their rooms. You see the brother and sister head into this room. You see Mr. Fly run in or go into this room, not run. And you see Usuvu, thank you. Head into this room.
Which one did Dr. Fly go into? Or Mr. Fly?
Mr. Fly, he went in here. And
Okay.
they just kind of all go check out their rooms. They all start to nod approvingly, like they're like, oh, okay, we're not being taken for a ride on this ride that we're being taken on.
So we have 7 people in one room, and they all get their own.
Yep. You're paying half price.
Fair.
Astra is gonna head to the observation deck and probably just plop herself down there for most of the trip until something happens. Just taking the view and the unique experience of flying over the land.
Okay.
Thinking how much more dragon-like it is to fly.
The other passengers all head down into the dining hall, and as you're walking past them, you see them all start to kind of chit-chat with each other and cavort.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to... Interesting.
Thank you.
I think I have too many things navigation toggled.
Yeah, too many
It's
codes.
not letting me stay here. I still have Hellside and Lysarius's apartment. Okay. Alright, so heading back down to the flight deck. Back here is you see a sign as you go back there, Astra, and on the side it says the Look Back Lounge. Because you were looking backwards off of the aft as you
Gotcha.
go. And you see, like, everyone start to be kind of busy. Lucky's pulling luggage in back and forth. You see Mr. Fly holding on to one case by himself, and he goes to his room with that case, and he comes back without the case.
Gotcha.
Do you mingle? Do you just kind of wait around? What's going on?
Chilling.
I
Chilling?
feel like Adriel will try to rally some people to go play some games in the lounge room. Because gambling is another tenant.
I'd be down for a little gambling.
Okay.
Let's play some cards. Let's do something. Come on.
Yeah.
Andari, I'll see if any of the other passengers want their fortunes read.
Always
Ooh.
be hustling. Always be hustling.
Okay. Alright, you ask around, man, what sort of, let's go with the diplomacy check.
We'll have to work
me?
on some.
See if you can pull anyone in. Yeah, to your fortune telling.
We'll have to work on some scams where you read cards, but Adriel is giving you barely perceptible notes on what the card actually is, so you're flawless every single time.
Inari, as hard as you're trying to get people to get their fortunes read, everyone seems to be wary of this prospect.
Okay, bad luck on an airship, I understand.
If we got some gambling going on, who is all gambling? We've got Adriel, we got
I'm in.
Ruxel is definitely gambling.
Great, let's make this easy. Cards? Y'all play cards?
Yeah. Hold them.
Okay, all of you just give me a flat D20 if any of you are using nefarious means. PM me. Otherwise, roll me just a straight blind. Do that again. Shave and do it blind.
Look at this
Everyone roll me a blind flat D20.
Do you
Sure.
pick that from the drop down menu?
Yeah, I
or
don't know how to
just-
do that.
Nope, I can't do that. Nope. How
On
do
the
you
far
do
left
that?
side, you'll see it'll say token control, and then measurement control, then journal notes, and then the thing that looks like a D20. You click on
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure how you do that blind though. If
Yeah.
you go,
that. Oh, right. My bad. I'm an idiot.
what's the roll? What's the roll typing thing? Do you know?
So first of all, if you just go to the chat sidebar and select blind GM roll,
Oh,
that
there's
just
Oh,
like
that ought to
default-
automatically do it.
that'll
Yeah.
just default any roll to blind, so you can do that.
There
But
we
yeah,
go.
you
Oh.
can also type /roll D20 into
Thank
the
you.
chat.
But also you have to set it to blind GM roll no matter what. Okay. How much? Okay. How much would you say over the course of, let's say, you're able to fit in like 2 quick card games before takeoff happens? How much would you have wagered? Don't say it. Just type it to me in a PM via Discord, please.
Nice.
And we're gonna go in gold pieces.
Ooh. Mm. Did you get that?
Yep.
I feel sick.
Okay. All right. Great. So, Adriel, you end up losing 4 gold pieces.
Wah wah. I'll subtract it from my character sheet.
To Scale. Scale, add 4 gold pieces.
Oh, I got
Yes!
rogued. I got rogued hard.
However, also,
Mm.
Jacksonius, you got talked into doubling your bet that you typed to me. You lose 50 gold pieces to
Wow.
Got talked into it.
someone rolled a natural 1, and I like to use the save system still.
So I just get 4 pieces? Okay.
54 sounds like
54. Yep.
Wow.
I just look at Jacksonius and just go, that's just how they roll sometimes.
I got reasonable bets, and then I got unreasonable bet.
Thought I could make my money back from
even.
In the flight, yeah.
We'll this is something that could just keep on happening for a little bit as we go along here.
Oh, I'm out now.
Soon you hear shouting back, the people in the games room. You actually no, you don't hear it from there. No, everyone that's on the first area, going back to I know at least Astra's on. Oh, Shave mistyped. Say okay, so we're gonna.
I'm totally kidding.
You did all right. I would feel real bad, but now I feel only half bad. And you hear call back. All right, everyone ready? And you hear Farah's voice just echoing throughout the cabin. Let's let her rip. And then you hear like just this this rattling, just thick rattling throughout as the nacelles begin to pump and the propellers turn and the stairwell lifted up, the rope thrown off, and you begin to float. And you start to go northwards. Let's see where you're at. You're in Pilot Square currently, and Lucky comes out and begins to narrate. He says, "Oh well, as you all may look over the beautiful city, you can see here first the rest of Skyside. To your north, you will spot Alkenstar Castle. This is the beautiful area of Alkenstar. All the fancier houses, everything in the capital district. This is kind of the glory of Alkenstar as we go past. If you look to starboard, you will see the Screw and Hellside areas, and you recognize that giant cliff that you climbed down. Just like, I don't know, it was like a week back that you went down to Shoma's. And
we
you
all wince
just
and go, ooh!
get a giant sense of the scale of Hellside and the Screw and Alken Falls. Just like, it is gorgeous and astounding just how large that truly is from the sky. And you begin to follow the river northwards, the Estradi River northwards, out into the Mana Wastes themselves.
Yay.
Even the city.
And let's give you a good view of Alkenstar.
Ooh.
It's pretty.
That is very pretty. That is so cool.
I did an okay job describing that. Let me pat myself on the back.
Give yourself a hero point, but don't,
Yeah.
because I don't want to fight a monster with a hero point.
I will.
Damn it.
So, let's see. This is... Wow, the orientation on this is all sorts of messed up.
Since it is oriented to the west.
Yes. Wow, this is even off of... I'm just gonna get off of that, because that is... You can see Cloud Reaver Keep, at least, and it's right there. So you're following the Ustrati River. Alkenstar is way off the map. Cloud Reaver Keep is up here. So,
Mm-hmm.
Farah yells back, or not Farah, Lucky would tell you, he says, this trip will take approximately a full day. This will be an overnight voyage. You can fill your time with games or pleasure or just hanging out, whatever you might want to do. In an hour before lunch, I will be serving cocktails at the Look Back Lounge. Then at about 11:30, I will be heading towards the galley in order to cook everyone's lunch, assuming you didn't bring one yourself and just want to eat that. And then, yeah, we'll figure that out later. I'll give you more of an update on what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. Any questions, anyone?
Yep.
I'll sit here.
I think in the meantime, we might have more time for more gambling. What do you say, Jacksonius?
I'm gonna grab a drink. Then we'll see where the night takes us.
What
So
can
you guys settle in.
Okay. Has anybody else joined us, like in the gaming room or anything like that?
Let's see. Mr. Fly, I would say, joins you, and he just kind of stands over and he's like, may I watch this game? I would like to observe.
Learning
Soda?
everybody's tells.
Oh, I suppose so.
What is a tell?
I have. I'm rolling a
play
lie
it.
to me.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't think Ruxel has one based on how much gold he was just winning off of us.
Yeah, Ruxel is definitely going to keep trying to engaging a little bit of conversation with him to see if he's trying to lie and act.
You see how Jacksonius's eyes get real big whenever he's got a good hand? That's a tell.
I'm all in.
So it's a lie to me, Pete.
I just have big eyes, okay?
He's just watching. He's having a good time. Just trying to find what music to do. I don't have good taken off music. No, too spooky. I'll just go with what I had going before. It's fine. All right. Yeah. So, you guys are playing games. You fit in another couple. You guys, same thing as before. Give me them draws. It sounds like it's only going to be Rux and Adriel playing this go around.
Before I do that, can I do a lie to me check on Mr. Fly to see if he's bullshitting me about if he doesn't know how to play the game or not?
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course. What do I need to do for that?
Let me go back to my stuff. It is you can use deception to weave traps and trip anyone trying to deceive you. If you can engage in a conversation with someone trying to lie to you, use your DC for deception if it's higher than your perception, which mine is, to determine whether they succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, make that check.
And that's just me just rolling like just a regular deception, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Blindly.
You can't tell if he is lying to you or not, but he seems like he's probably, you know, on the up and up. He's pretty level.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bet. I'll play again.
Oh, he's not playing. He just wants to watch.
Oh no, not him. I'll
Okay, with Adriel.
put it in there.
Got it.
Yeah, with Adriel.
Yeah, let's do the same thing as before. You guys roll your stuff, and I will narrate other stuff. Okay.
And what were we rolling again? Oh, just a flat D20.
Just a flat 20. There it
Yep.
goes.
Oh, Inari, are you in on this?
Oh yeah.
Okay, send me a bet amount. Drums also send me a bet amount. Okay, as you guys are kind of just relaxing, you begin to see like some other people begin to pop in and out. After this takeoff, you see the door open from the 4 area here, and you see Farah at the helm, and you see this gentleman come out and just kind of head straight towards the back to the look back lounge.
Ooh, you look sneaky.
And he just kind of puts himself behind the bar and starts to pour himself a little something.
Check him out as he walks past.
Adriel, subtract that 4 gold pieces. Scale, you
Oh,
will
man.
subtract 2 gold pieces, and Moorbird, give yourself 6 gold pieces as you win the hand.
Nice.
He comes out to there, and you hear from that same area in the look back lounge, Astra, you see these 2 goblins come out from this stairwell over here, and they are like, I'm glad we got that the engine going, no problem. It was a little dusty, but that was great. And the other one's like, yeah, man, we did a good job. And they high five, and they both walk over to this guy, and they're like, and he's like, yep, Fair's got things under control. It's good to see the old bird moving again. And he pours some drinks for them, lights them on fire, and then hands them to him.
Lights the goblins on fire?
Lights the drinks on fire.
Jacksonius asked if you could have one of those as well.
Are the goblins sitting at full-size bar stools with their little feet excitedly kicking in the air?
100%, yes. And yeah, the guy behind the bar, he's like, okay, you know what?
50 gold pieces.
First time in a long time. Here, first one's on the house, and he pours you a flaming shot.
Thank you.
And you put it a little too close to your whiskers, and they melt off your face.
Oh.
Again?
What'd they say they won?
What was that?
What'd they say they like? I heard them say they found something that was dusty.
Oh, they were talking about how the engines were a little dusty, but they got things moving, no problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you guys are relaxing, playing some games, chilling out. No big deal. As you start to get out over the desert a little further, things start to get a little weird. Like Astra, you're looking out over the look back.
Yeah.
You know, you are specifically observing things. You see as Alkenstar starts to get smaller and smaller away from you.
Mhm.
Like you see lightning flash out of the corner of your eye, but when you look at it, there's like just a wisp of a cloud that kind of curls up in a spiral pattern and disappears. And then, like a couple minutes later, you see all these ice crystals start to form around you, just like little frozen droplets of water, and you get this like burst of smell of lilacs emanating from these frozen crystals hanging in the air, and then they all poof and shatter, but not in a way that's harmful or anything. They just kind of poof, disappear, right? Things like this start to happen, and you see like the shape of the clouds as you're looking out start to just kind of go wavy and start moving back and forth. Things are definitely like starting to get a little fucked up, but it's beautiful. And you look over and you see like the other people who work on the ship don't look fazed by this whatsoever. Not even a little bit. This seems pretty normal to them.
Right.
And you're raising higher and higher, and you're just getting way up, and soon, like, the desert, instead of looking like it's kind of craggly and rocky, is just kind of flattens out. And you don't really see too much in the way of, like, ups and downs anymore. You're just up in the air. And this has probably got to be kind of, like, amazing to those of you that are looking out, over this. Like, up isn't a direction that you go unless you know how to fly, and I don't think any of you have flight abilities at this point.
Not yet.
Are you going to be picking up some flying spells at later levels, UV?
Dragon wings.
Nice.
That's the plan. And
if you live that long.
you're looking out and you see like these kind of deep canyons, and they look, again, like the name of it. It looks like they're less natural and more scars in the land. And Lucky heads down and begins to go behind the bar, takes over for this other guy, and starts to pour some drinks. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll take another.
11 o'clock, a little bit early. Even for Adriel.
Pours one down.
11 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
It's
11 in the
vacation,
morning.
Sort of.
Pours drinks. No one seems to be taking too much, so he eventually heads back, goes upstairs, and about a half hour later, comes down, whole bunch of food. And he goes, "Dinner is served!" And he brings like food over to all the other passengers who have not brought along any rations, and he says, and he like asks all of you if you're taking any of the food, if you will be paying for dinner tonight, or if you
Oh, hell
will be
yeah.
eating on your own.
Seeing as I
To
didn't grab
pay for
rations,
dinner?
Well, of course, this
How-
ain't
I see.
no airplane.
how much is it?
It's 1 silver piece.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep, I'm having it.
We will pay for dinner.
I don't even care what it is.
Don't even care what it is, he says dangerously.
The chef's like, excellent.
And okay, so you look at the food, and something seems like wrong about it.
Oh.
Okay.
What kind of check will we need to run? Nature?
No,
Fortitude.
this is it's less that. It's more of like it looks like he's not a very good cook.
Oh.
As long as it's edible.
What is it? What
Kind
does it
of.
taste like?
You take a bite into this hardtack, and it's gummy, and you're left wondering how something is both like moist and gummy on the outside, but then hard as a brick inside.
I've done that.
All right, I'll take my 1 hit point of damage.
Like the meat is done, but it's like super well done, and like every bite is like a pain to you, and you feel sad every time you munch a little bit more meat. The salad is somehow like just all wilted greens, like he didn't do anything to adjust. There's no dressing. It's maybe one of the worst meals of your life.
Oh boy.
I asked to have my food taken back.
He says, "What? But I poured my heart and soul into this."
I pat Jacksonius on the shoulder and use prestidigitation to give it flavor.
Does prestidigitation give things flavor?
Yes, cook, cool, warm, or flavor 1 pound of non-living material.
Great, it's a little saltier.
I flavored
I-
it for him.
Take it down a little easier now.
As you guys are chewing on food, Astra, are you still like hanging back on the look back lounge?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see.
Like this is close to religious experience is like a little bit wrong, but like this is close to like a close-ish to that type of experience for them.
So bad you almost meet your maker.
As you're looking back, you see some dark silhouettes on the horizon. And it looks like some winged creatures are beginning to follow you.
Are there any crew in this area?
There's still the goblin. Lucky isn't there, but goblins are there, as is the other guy who was with Farah up front.
Okay. All right. I'll call to the 3 of them. Are those flying creatures not normal?
He goes, okay, this could be trouble. Let's give it a minute, see if they veer off. And you start to see these figures start to like peel off towards the sides. Yes. I don't think they're going to back off. Okay. Passengers, to your cabins, please. Guys, and he points to the goblins. He's like, you know what to do.
Is there anything I can do to assist?
Are you an experienced adventurer?
Fairly.
Then prepare for a fight.
I was gonna say we can't roll a stealth check on the ship, can we?
All right. I'm going to then run down to where these guys are eating. Tell them to prepare.
I'm just imagining Jacksonius one day being like, "Hey, oh, holy shit, where did that blimp come from?" That's what she's
I'm in the air. What the?
And the two goblins are like arguing, and one of them is like, "No, you stay in the engine room. I get the ballista this time." And the other one's like, "No, but you need both of us to do the ballista." And the other one's like, "No, but one of us has to be with the engines just to make sure everything is okay." And they're like, what do we do?" And one of them's like, "I want to bring down the dear thing." And the other one's like, "No." Because as they get closer, you can take a look and you can see it looks like this thing is flying at you.
No.
That's a whole lot of animals in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not real.
Knowledge.
That's not real.
Knowledge nature.
Can't hurt you.
It's not real.
What?
Arcana or nature, yes.
Okay.
It just has like a heart in its mouth or something.
Yes. Yes, it does. Did that not
You're
roll?
a heartbreaker.
This
It
reminds
did.
me of what like a kid would draw, but a combination of animals.
Oh, there. Okay, there we go. Yeah. It is
Oh,
good.
Oh, Johnny, this drawing is great.
Shark. It's got a lion's.
You already rolled twice, Astro.
Oh, did I? Okay, I'm
it
sorry.
did roll the first time.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Astro, you're not sure what this thing is. Kelvin, this looks like it's a periton. It is some form of, well, you can see it's kind of like a stag, wolf, and a hawk all in one. And they love to use shadows to stalk their victims before ripping out their still beating hearts. And then eating them whole while they're still beating.
And holding it gently in their mouth like an egg.
You know that they are cunning and as intelligent as humans.
So they're idiots.
All right.
Right.
If anyone, okay, is anyone else by the Look Back Lounge where the goblins are arguing?
I'm like standing, peeking out this door here.
Okay. They're like, you, look.
Hey, look.
One of us needs to go on the engine. The other gets to operate the really cool ballista on top. We need 2 people. So would you help one of us do the ballista?
Yeah, I'll go help do the ballista.
Beautiful. Which one of us? And they're pointing at each other and themselves. They're like,
I grab the closest one and drag him.
he goes, and the other one goes, and then he runs off into the engine room. And I'll give you plenty of time to prepare.
Yeah, we actually
And-
get to legitimately prepare for this one, huh?
Yeah, it's you get to see things on the horizon sometimes.
My guns are out.
Yep, I'm drawing both of my weapons.
Make sure they're loaded.
And load.
Okay.
Is this the ballista in here?
I will give you stats for the ballista.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. I will also do some stuff later that I'm cool with. All right. Where are ya? know. All right. I get to. It is interesting what I get to see. So, all right. There are 5 of these guys that are flying up around you. And you guys get to prepare your way in. So I will have you roll initiative. And then you guys get to set yourself into order. Okay?
Since I can see them coming, can I roll deception to try and hide beside? Well, no, they're flying above us, so they can probably see me anywhere I try to hide, though.
I mean, you could hide, like, to the side of the door here.
Are they coming? This is like an outside deck, right?
Yeah, this is all open.
And they're flying in.
But you could be behind, like, the bar hiding, I guess.
Okay. But they're approaching from this side.
Yeah, they're approaching from the aft.
Alright. Yeah, I'll hide behind here.
Okay. Right. Then roll your initiative. Okay, and then...
Why is that?
Um,
Show me what it says.
since we have time to prepare, can I load up a 2-round casting of Horizon Thunder Sphere?
Yes, I will let you like have timing on things like that. Basically, you
Okay.
can prepare. You can prepare right now.
Right.
You have lots of time. You see them coming. You can prepare your reactions if you want to have a reaction. This is one of the few times that you can have a reaction before combat begins. Essentially.
Right.
Okay.
I fire the ballista as soon as I see one.
Ruxel, I still need an initiative.
I was rolling deception.
Oh, that I see. You can still roll it as I'm going to put you in order because I can see what it is. But if you use the drop-down menu on your character sheet to change initiative to deception or stealth because you're hiding, then you can do it that way. But instead, I will roll it for you and then pop you into your actual place, which is actually pretty close to where you were at. But you go first here. And these things I will add. And now... Okay.
Adriel is going to prepare by pulling out, but not yet using, a scroll of Loose Time's Arrow.
Okay. Cool.
Just so I don't have to take the action to pull it out if I decide to use it.
Right.
All right. These things start to pull in, and everyone that is not you is hiding, and in some form of placement. You guys, can you set yourselves where you want to be? Because, like, Astra is here. Kelvin is here. Inari, you can be, let's say you're out here so you can see things, but you're actually up top.
Okay.
Ooh, can Adriel also total fair to precast shield before this encounter?
Yes. You can, in your last seconds, like, cast shield.
Yeah,
Since
like
it's 6 seconds before. Yeah.
so Adriel will stay front and center, but boom, pops on the shield.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to make it work so that these things, you know, they are flying in. So we will go in how initiative is here, okay? But they will have to spend their first round basically flying in. Okay, you can see where they're at, but they are just kind of not actually doing that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just so you can see where they're at.
So
Okay.
the range is different, maybe?
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I hate when there's the close button. Okay, great. Sorry,
Should
what
I-
was that? One more time, Shave?
The distance is it different than what we
This
see?
is yes, it is different from actually shown currently. Okay, I will in fact make all of them disappear.
I'm sorry. Should I be moving forward to the deck there? I'm sorry.
You should be where you should be. Yes, everyone should be there right now. Son of a gun! I clicked on the wrong thing, so now they're not in initiative, and I feel like a fool. Okay.
Such a fool I've been.
Luckily, I can tell what all their initiatives were, so you get to go there. Oh, fuck. Okay. Boom. I hate that I have to do this. I apologize. Is the music playing for anyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I am hearing nothing, so good. Does it sound like a good music that for this fight?
It is
Oh,
yeah.
initiative.
Beautiful.
There's trumpets.
Oh, it's that one. Great. Like that one. I like all of them. We do a good job making music, guys. And by we, I mean you, because I didn't do any of it.
You loaded it into Foundry.
That is pretty much where I'm at, yeah. Okay. Alright, so let's do it this way. Great. Now they're all invisible. Alright, all of them are going to spend their first actions coming into okay, does anyone have anything prepared as a ranged spell currently that they were planning on doing? Okay.
My ranged ballista strike whenever one's in range of the ballista.
Rockin'. Okay, so both you and UV will get shots off here as they're flying in. Okay.
Cool.
But it depends on when you want to do it because there are these guys. They're gonna fly in. You might not want both want to hit the same one. You might want to both hit the same one. Because there is one that begins flying in straight to the straight south.
Yep.
Straight aft on you.
That's the
so
one I
much-
take a shot at.
There's so much weird stuff that I have to do. 1 second.
Yeah, Nari, kick its aft.
Oh boy.
I knew it was coming somewhere. An aft and ass joke was coming. I knew it. I just couldn't weave it myself.
I do like a good F.
Such. Okay. We're gonna do it like. Okay. All right. So I'm. Let's do it this way. Sorry, this is really funky, so I have to do this in a weird way. Okay. Inari, can you see what I just dropped in front
Yes.
of you? If you double click it, does it have numbers on it?
It does not.
Okay.
I can double clicking it has no effect.
All right. And how about... Okay, if you close it and open it now,
Ballista defense.
can you see
Okay.
the ranged strike down there?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then you should be able to use that now. Great. Okay. So it does take 2 people, and it will be like the full action for you, or all of your 3 actions to be able to load and fire this thing. Okay,
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
because it is
Holy cow.
real strong. Okay, and it has a huge range of 300 feet. Okay, so this first one flies in. As it comes into enough range, you shoot at it. You definitely crit it. So give me critical damage. Okay, and this one, wow, you strike it super duper hard, and you feel like it kind of like slows down for a second. It's like, whoa, no, but it's still gonna come in because it's still got to live with what its friends are doing. 3 actions, I'll say it takes. Well, yeah, 3 actions it takes to get up to here, and then its 4th action is moving in to Adriel. And as that happens, UV gets to blast them if they want.
Yes.
This one is looking real roughed up. Like there is a ballista bolt just wedged inside of it.
Oh, good. Good meaty. Range spell attack. I cast it, obviously.
Oh, reflex save. Okay. Fails.
Flying thing fails its reflex save. Ouch.
Wait a second. No, you're supposed to make a spell attack roll. So click on that attack button. That's on the Horizon Thunder Sphere, please.
Yep. I'll have to target before attack.
That's all right. That hits. Also, you can make it a public roll,
Oh, okay.
and then now you can do damage. And it doesn't matter if it has a reflex save or not, as you kill this one. As that lightning strikes out, that ball of electricity. Yes?
Yeah, sorry. The reflex save was for anyone within 10 feet of it.
Oh, so you and Adriel and Kelvin and Ruxel, you mean?
Well, I have a 60-foot range, so I would have liked
Oh,
to.
so you would have hit it as it's going in. Great.
Yeah.
The other guys are all spread far out enough
And that's
that.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then this one died and like fell to its ignominious death, way far away. Then the second one comes in.
What does it sound like?
Ah.
Is that okay? Is that all right?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
And seeing that that ballista was right there and almost killed the crap out of his buddy, it flies in and just kind of hangs off of the back end here, waiting for its like strategically waiting for its next turn.
Right.
Because again, smart. Ruxel.
The other ones are out of range and can't be shot at, can they?
Right.
That one isn't.
Damn it.
This
I was
one
trying to get-
is kind of in range.
Yeah, I was trying to flatfoot one surprise attack.
Yeah, the rest of them, they're all like, they're going to have to use all 3 of their moves to get forward. So,
That's within range, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 30 feet from you or something.
what's your range?
35.
Let me see. You have a
Roll
dueling
okay.
pistol. Where's it at? Is there any... Go ahead.
It looks like it's 60 feet range.
So yeah.
Then I'm just gonna pop up and take a shot at it. What does it mean it's not loaded? I loaded everything before we got into this. It even says my gun is loaded and ready to fire.
Because that might be your rapier pistol, not your dueling pistol. I just loaded it for you. You're good. That hits. Give me damage.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm still blind. Sorry.
Take 7 points of damage.
Um.
I just moved it accidentally.
Yeah. At
Okay.
that point, I'm going to reload and just sit back and wait.
So second action, reload, then third action, take cover?
No, I'll take another shot. See.
Okay. Looks like that one took from that from that reload action. That misses. It just goes way off. You are on the back of an airship. It is windy. There is like weather phenomena coming in and out. Like you get slapped in the face by a frog that came out of nowhere, and then it disappears into the ether. Like things are weird, man.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, Varilla can do nothing. So she
Gorilla
will.
waits, prepares an action to attack any that land.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
You could like maybe or not dueling parry. What does she have? Her cape,
She
right?
raises her cape to
Yeah,
get
dueling
plus
cape.
1 armor,
Yep.
and then she
Yeah.
prepares an action to attack anything that gets in range.
Yeah, good call.
Okay, we'll do that. Great. Inari, it is your turn.
I load and fire my ballista at this closest guy.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to do that? It didn't really work out well last time.
I will say, we are now in a weird 3D space, right? You're on top of the giant balloon. This thing is kind of under off to the side. You can aim at all of the other ones. This one is going to be difficult to try and get it to.
I aim at the next one, to the one that goes right after me.
Beautiful.
Right.
Which one is that? It's that one. That is a hit, almost another critical. Still a convincing 23 points of damage.
Very convincing.
All right, that's it.
Okay. I mean, that's not a wasted thing, is being on the ballista.
It's awesome.
This one comes in, and that one is, there's a giant ballista bolt just hanging out of it looks like it's the hind quarter instead of straight through the center mass like the other one was. And it is floating off to the side there like that. The next one, no ballista present, is there now, and then this one is here. I will say, Inari, that you can stay on the ballista. They will just have a slightly higher AC due to circumstance. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Fair?
Yeah.
Cool. Adriel.
Well, you know, Adriel is going to inspire courage, trying to put that on that lingering composition. So here comes that performance check.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. That's even a critical success. So,
Sweet. Let me
Vogel,
make sure.
should we be having the Marshall's aura thing?
I think so.
yeah, you should be.
Okay, I don't. That's what I was asking.
Okay. We'll fix it later. Fix it in
Sounds good.
post.
Sounds good.
Yep. And then yeah, let's telekinetic projectile.
Okay. Kelvin must be just drooling to see all this ranged combat happen.
Let's
Finally-
go ahead and hero
Finally,
point that.
He could throw his hammers and not be mocked.
And never see them again.
Ah, shoot.
He has that recall, or that he can automatically get it back. That was neither
Failed
of those were
hero
good
point.
runs. Yeah, failed
Yep.
hero point. Yep.
Greg.
I mean, I did do better on the second roll, just not enough.
Not
Um,
enough.
Okay, I will make sure to. Oh, I didn't enable my inspired courage. Would having one more on that make a difference?
It is this 19, correct?
Yep.
No.
All right. Cool.
Still a miss.
Well, let me turn on inspired courage for everyone else then. And that is my turn.
It looks like that aura is not hitting everyone either, so everyone turn on your... You should have it on your hotbar. Turn on your Inspired Courage.
Yep.
Astra.
Yes. All right. So from left to right, which ones look like they've been hit?
Left. I think.
This one has a ballista hanging out of its hindquarters.
Got it.
A ballista arrow. Ballista
Bolt. I
bolt.
think it's bolt.
Sure.
Sounds right.
And this one got shot
By a bullet.
by Ruxel.
Gotcha. Okay. Got it. All right. These guys
Leftmost
look
looks
real...
the most injured.
Okay. All right. That's the one I'm going to be targeting then.
Okay.
When I cast Moonlight Ray.
Great.
Public roll.
Huh? Cool. I'm gonna do one slight thing though. Okay.
Sure. Yep.
And I'm actually going to retroactively do this to Adriel as well. Roll me a flat 20
Okay.
because
Oh,
we are
no.
now in weird magic zone.
Oh, right.
UV, everything's fine. Drums. Okay, you're. Not only did you fail that TKB, it kind of like comes back and whacks you in the face. But you only take like 2 hit points worth of damage,
Okay.
just enough to insult you. Okay, give me damage, Astra.
Right.
Look at all those D6s.
Oh man, on 5d6, a 6, 2 2s, and 2 1s.
Yep.
Or
Is it-
12 points
And
of damage.
I presume it does not count as a fiend or undead.
No,
Yeah.
it is not.
Yeah.
I will say that Kelvin let you know when he was looking
Yep. No problem.
that it was a beast. Also, the Staff of Healing still continues to add 1 damage on your stuff for some reason.
For
So
some reason.
I'm going to subtract that 1.
Yes, please do.
Okay, but it still takes 13 points of damage. That ain't nothing.
That is 2 actions. Third action, I will use my focus spell and I'm done.
Launch your claws. And don't forget that we are now using the upcoming focus spell rules, where if you use more than 1 focus spell, you can just keep on refocusing until you get them back. Or focus points, sorry.
Right.
Jacksonius.
Cool. Gonna go ahead and fire at that same one.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Oh, I gave the wrong one. That's alright, because now there's an undo on damage. Ooh, I like the undo on damage.
About time. Nice.
Holy hell. Okay, give me critical damage. Make sure you click on that critical button. Okay.
Secret critical damage.
I still got it
yeah.
set over here. Yeah.
It is 29 points of damage that he hits with.
Nice.
Now that he is level 5, also, if he didn't just get to be able to describe his kill, He now gets crit specialization damage. This is a new thing for a lot of our marshals. Crit specialization. A gun means that the target must succeed at a DC 21 Fortitude save or be stunned 1. That
Nice.
kills off an entire action. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So, but doesn't really matter in this case because go ahead and describe your kill.
It just basically explodes, and then you see
It does.
two antlers just fall down.
That is fair and exactly what happens. That's your first action.
All right. Well, I guess I should
Explode
go
another
for
one.
barely injured one next.
Go for a twofer.
Yep, sure will. Just
Gosh, maybe one of them will get to do damage to you before.
No. Never.
Doubtful.
I am going to. Well, these things don't have like projectiles themselves, right? Like,
Projectile vomiting.
You are
Oh, no.
unaware of anything at this point.
I'm going to reload and fire again.
Miss.
I'm going to hero point that.
Miss.
One better.
And now it's Kelvin's turn.
All right. All right. Okay. I am moved up over here.
Moving on up.
Okay.
And
As you move, you feel static like hit your beard, and it just goes flump.
yeah.
What just happened? I see. I see. Taking that off.
I'm gonna
Who you gonna throw it at?
overdrive.
Ooh, okay, good, nice. Roll me a crafting check. Yeah, okay, you got your overdrive.
Yeah.
Not a crit, but definitely an overdrive.
All right, and then. Oh wait. Overdrive only work for melee, not thrown.
No, it works for all damage.
Yay!
Yeah, you
Okay.
just-
Don't try and hamper your character like that, bud.
Okay.
So overdrive only works for punches.
Yeah,
Mhm.
only for
And only backwards, where you can't see where it's going.
It only
And you
works
have-
for friendly hugs.
yeah. You have to whisper sweet nothings into your innovation's ear. So if you didn't craft an ear, you have to craft an ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do an emergency earcraft check.
No, we're
Well,
flying
he
on
made his
aircraft.
crafting check.
And
Shit.
your hammer misses.
Can I hero point that?
Why not? Yeah, you sure can.
Gonna do the throwy again.
Sure.
Hey!
Yay!
There you go.
First try.
That's a much different hero point usage.
Woo!
Okay, give me that crit. 24 points of damage.
Sure.
And I gave it to the wrong one. Again, it's easy now. Great. There. That one is now injured.
Can I flip at the bird?
Sure. Free action to flip
Yeah.
at the bird.
Yeah.
And now This one sees you do that, and it's like, I don't like that very much, and it flies over.
That just seems rude.
Actually, let's
Suck shit,
see.
danger deer.
Are you? Suck shit, danger deer.
That's not even my name. How dare he?
Beautiful. Kelvin, I need you to roll a will save.
Oh.
As you start to feel your shadow start to move
Oh.
and become unusual.
Public or
Yeah, saves are public. Okay, so your shadow begins to change, and it starts to look like the Periton's shadow.
Is this an enemy that Varilla can attack with her reaction?
It is still 20 feet away.
No, but Kelvin's shadow. Isn't that right next to her?
Oh, it's just a shadow.
Okay.
Okay?
Great, carry on.
I'm gonna cast magic missile at the darkness.
It then flies itself forward and strikes at you.
son of a bitch.
I need a drink.
And as it strikes, you are shocked that it feels like
Nothing.
nothing. It feels like nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing
Nice.
at all. Fuck. Alright. Rux.
You have your hero
Right.
point there, Fogel.
Oh yeah, I do. You gave me a hero point. Might as well use it.
And you gave the hero point to me
Uh-huh.
for feeling nothing.
I'm going to reload and fire at this one.
I think it'd be called a villain point.
How is this one not an initiative? What the fuck?
Do you want me to wait?
No.
He's holding back.
Okay, he'll just go there. That's fine.
Oh,
God
Yay,
damn
Ruxel.
it. God damn it, you assholes. Go ahead. Give me critical damage. Jesus Christ.
Get wrecked!
Okay, a sizable hole opens in its side. And blood starts pouring out, and you can see a lung inflating and deflating.
like you guys ever watch like Spirited Away? And, like when the animals get hit, it just like disappears in a perfect circle. Like the mass just goes away.
Oh, I need to watch that again. I don't remember that. Yeah, okay, fine. You do that to it. What are you gonna do now?
Reload.
Yeah. There we go. And that's it. Reload, shot, reload.
Okay, Verla.
Tumble
Uh,
through for panache.
That's a good question. Can she tumble through while it's flying? Because it's above.
Tumble under.
It is.
Could she like jump through the air to get through its square?
Leapfrog off of Calvin?
Off
He's
his
low
shoulders?
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want her to do? Let's say she can. No, it doesn't make sense
Okay.
to tumble through that square, because technically the square is 3-dimensionally above.
How
Can
how
she flank it?
She could.
Then flank it.
yeah, how high in the air is it?
It is. Sorry. It is. These are 5-foot squares, so it is like hovering 5 feet in the air in order to be able to hit Kelvin.
Gotcha.
Calvin's trying to reach it.
You will be able to reach it because I had to be able to reach you. So
Would you guys want her to running jump over Calvin's short shoulders? If it works, she gains panache midair and strikes on her way down. That's her entire turn.
that's true.
Absolutely.
She can do daring do things like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think that's definitely what Verla would do.
Because she
Okay.
could land. She can land under, like at the end of her turn. She can land underneath the
That's true.
creature, right?
Yeah.
Right. Gosh, yeah, you know what? I guess. Let's.
Just
So
to
she
make it
makes
fun.
like an acrobatics or athletics.
To vault over Kelvin.
Yeah, it's
And then
definitely going to be
strike.
acrobatics.
Through its
Gotta-
square.
Can I do like an athletics aid?
No, you can do nothing.
Damn it!
I
Well,
mean,
that's
you didn't
about
set
right.
up an
fail
Okay,
right
Varilla
over the
rolled a
rail.
3. Varilla rolled a 3, so she goes
Hero
and
point.
jumps off of Kelvin's shoulders. And by jumps off of, I mean she slips off her shoulders and then goes straight back into her square. But lands upright,
Aw.
not prone.
Can she still move and attack?
Second action, just humbly
Second
walk
action,
over
just
next to it.
Yep, walks around the other side.
Yep. Just like sighing to herself. That was gonna be so cool. Damn.
Okay, that strikes and does 8 points of damage. Then it is Inari's turn.
I can hit one of them with a ballista.
You can hit either of these guys. There are 2 ballistae actually, one per side of the ship. So there's one pointing starboard and the other port.
Well, the injured one.
Yeah, you are. Yep, you are totally able to.
Is
Yep,
it
that's
still
a
a
crit.
crit with
Yep,
with
that
my
is a crit.
penalty?
Yep, that was a crit. Okay, so that one just gets fucking knocked out of the sky,
Good lord.
just straight up dead. Inari is just like so happy, and I'm not sure.
I
I'm
just
not
like we can like hear up from above. I got it, yeah. It's
You
like
know
over
what?
the moon.
I'm not sure if Inari is happy, but Morbird is definitely happy.
It's just so hilarious when I crit with a ballista and it does like 60 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Popping
because
balloons at this point.
they literally have 60 hit points, so you overkilled it essentially.
The stats that Fogel gave me are for a level 11 item.
That's this.
Woof.
The ballista is
Yeah.
strong. Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
Can we have this Blint be another party member for us?
Adriel, make me a will save, please.
Okay.
As your shadow begins to pulse. And definitely
Ooh.
begins to change into the shape of the Periton. It flies forward, and maybe it will fucking do something. That'd be
Nope.
great.
That'd be horrible.
Okay.
Do it. Don't do it.
It gets a nice bonus because of its Mimic Shadow ability. Here's your public roll, and god damn it, roll the 3. You guys are just gonna make it off without getting hurt at all in this. Go for it, Adriel.
All right. Well, I like
I mean,
that.
Adriel did telekinetic projectile her own face.
That's true.
So, Inspire Courage continues. I'll try hitting the aura. Hey, I think the aura worked this time. Or maybe other people just didn't. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of on. Morbird is pointing out that the ballista has a plus 24 to hit.
oh yeah. I'm going to let's see, drop the scroll because I'm not going to use it. Although it'll probably fly away if I do that because we're outside.
Uh-huh.
So I'll just take a one-handed swing. As
Wow.
is.
The extremely rare one-handed bastard sword swing from Adriel.
Yeah, hold on a second though. Let me think about this. Oh wait, I don't need to do this. I can because Inspired Courage was a free action this turn, so I can.
Right.
I'm gonna sheath the scroll. I'm going
Okay.
to cast True Strike, and then I'm going to attack with the Bastard Sword.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, let's do it.
And
Why
I
not?
believe True Strike just will automatically work here.
If you put on the spell effect there, you have to drag the spell effect onto yourself.
Yep.
Now it should work. And it looks like
it didn't, but
also you rolled an unarmed attack.
Oh, there's your problem.
hang on a second. For some reason, my Bastard Sword was on the ground. So, anyway, here comes another strike.
There it is. That worked that time. Okay. Then it
Yay.
shows only the higher one, which is a 24, which is a hit.
Nice.
And 17
There's
points of
some
damage.
Mediocre damage. Okay.
17 points of damage ain't nothing to laugh at. You're
That's
just
true.
used to now seeing ballista damage,
True.
which is
All right.
fucking ridiculous. Astra.
Yes, seeing two damaged enemies relatively close, that immediately jumps to mind of Electric Arc.
Great plan.
They are flying, so they probably have good reflex.
Fail.
but Still,
Ho, ho, ho.
or that.
Oh, 2 failures. Oh, they're
Oh,
gonna.
that's good.
They're toast.
The GM is rolling shit today.
It's all right.
And I forgot that since you leveled up and have level 3 spells, it's now 3d4 plus 5.
Yes, I also rolled.
No, it's
almost
not plus
minimum.
5. It's
I
not
also
plus
rolled-
5, it's plus 4.
No, it is plus 5 because
Staff
Nope,
of healing.
the staff of healing is adding 1.
I know, but Inspired Courage should be adding 1, though she doesn't have Inspired Courage
yeah.
on right now.
Great, I will do that. Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. We're all good.
There we go.
We're all good here. Never mind. Everything's fine.
Yep. That's right.
How
I
are
rolled
you?
almost minimum on that roll, so don't worry.
That's
and
right.
then
That electric arc kills one of the
Good,
two
good.
remaining guys.
and then the last one, I look at it, and I just drag my claw across my throat.
Oh,
And it just died.
you're describing very
Yeah.
dangerously.
As I attempt to
Roll me that
intimidate.
intimidate check. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. This should have a +1. Is this blind or is this public?
Yes, blind.
Okay.
It's
Yep.
skill checks blind.
Gotcha.
Saves and attacks.
Right. It should have a bonus from
Don't worry about it.
thing, which I forgot to apply.
Don't
but
worry
yes.
about it. Don't worry about it because it looks terrified of what you have done. It doesn't go
Vanishes.
invisible. It does not go invisible, but it immediately goes to frightened to 2
Yes.
as you critically succeed on that intimidate.
Yay.
Rolling a 20. You guys are
Holy
rolling
shit.
rocks. I am rolling nothing. This is bullshit. All right. Jacksonius.
For my first action, I shall reload.
Is it fun when you just mollywop my creatures? Isn't it fun
Yes.
that you guys just get hurt real bad sometimes?
It is
Yeah.
fun when we win.
Oh, okay.
Remember to
Okay.
toggle. Remember to toggle Inspired Courage back on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
I'd
you.
forgotten to.
Yep.
For as handy of a spell that is, as a macro, it seems to work 50% of the time.
This might be
Every time.
an even weirder thing happening with like the fluctuation of Foundry from V11 to V10 because they are like 3 updates deep in the Sector 2E like V11 version, and it's still not quite safe to update. So
Second action, I shall fire.
okay.
Critical hit.
Because it is frightened from that intimidate check, it is a critical hit. Give me critical damage. Son of a bitch. That's all. 2
Yes.
10s on 3d10?
Jacksonius, you packing up
Fuck
ballista?
me. Describe your other kill as
Yeah.
you guys easily take care of this encounter.
Same as before.
Did we take any damage?
But we get to keep the antlers this time.
The one person who like took damage was drums.
Themselves.
April
Also
from
there's-
her own spell.
Yep.
Oh, Astra threw an electric arc. Astra, give
Oh,
me
yes.
1d. Yes, I'm gonna have to remember that this is what's gonna
Yeah.
happen now that you guys are slinging spells. You're fine. Okay.
I think
Yep.
everyone's covered in blood also at this.
Just from the splatters.
No, you're not, because you're in an airship and it's constantly moving. So like those blood splatters just went straight out the back,
I am sparking at the moment.
just slightly. And you murder the rest of my guys, and I am sorely disappointed in what has occurred, and plot more evil to encounter next time in 2 weeks.
Do the
Yay.
do
Send
the
another
gun
wave of them at us.
Thanks,
do the
everyone.
gunslingers take some antlers and affix them as bayonets on their guns?
There you go.
Sure, okay, fine, whatever. All right. You guys have a great couple of weeks. I hope
too.
everyone enjoyed their time. I hope everyone watching enjoyed their time too. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks
Bye
for going
bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
In a couple weeks. See you in a couple weeks.